I'm so glad we have you on tonight, Mike, because we often just get a sanitized version of what actually happens inside the schools during these types of events. But you actually spoke to a teacher who was in that school listening to those children as they screamed for their lives. Good Lord, Mike. Tell us what she told you.
I spoke with a teacher, just over 24 hours after the shooting. I stood on her front porch and she described for me hearing the gunshots and knowing right away what that meant, and running and locking her door, getting her kids under their desks, urging them to be quiet, begging them to be quiet, and then sitting on the floor in the center of the room as some of them cried, and just waited for what she described as the longest 35 minutes of her life, as they could hear children down the hall wailing. And she just told her kids to pray until officers finally came and broke out the glass, and she was able to help each of her kids out.
There's nothing more painful than hearing a terrified child scream. But to know that they're screaming because there's a murderer in the classroom is just, it's beyond. Mike, the teacher you spoke to, she made sure to make this point before your interview ended. She told you, and I want to quote, I want you to say this in your article. Our children did not deserve this. They were loved, not only by their families, but by their family at school. Mike, why was it so important for her to make that point?
In a year when teachers across the country are being accused by some of the people you just played at the NRA conference of wanting to harm children by indoctrinating them, by teaching white children to hate themselves. In a year when teachers have become vilified, she wanted the world to know that she did everything she could to protect those kids because she loves them like they're her own kids. And she really wanted me to share that message with anyone who will listen.
Mike, I have to go, but real quickly, how are you doing? This is not an easy story.
I'm okay. I'm home.
Okay.
I'm back home with my 4 kids, and I'm going to take some time off just to rest and hug them.